Only 3 remain. Of all the players who pulled Sunderland out of the depths of League One on that unforgettable night at Wembley in 2022, only a handful are still here, and Dennis Cirkin is one of them. He's not just a survivor, he's a link between eras. He witnessed the birth of the so-called model, lived through its growing pains, and now takes to the pitch each week in a Sunderland side that no longer dreams of the Premier League, but belongs in it under Régis Lebris. In a squad that's constantly evolving, shaped by recruitment and financial discipline, Cirkin represents something rare: continuity, memory, identity. While others have come and gone as the system reshaped the club, he stayed, adapted, and absorbed every lesson from Sunderland's rise, from instability to credibility at the top level. But this season has tested that identity, not through failure, but through circumstance. Injuries disrupted his rhythm, and the arrival and dominance of Reinildo reshaped the pecking order at left-back. Cirkin found himself learning more than playing, operating in the shadow of a specialist, observing the details of elite defending up close. And yet, when the opportunity came, he took it. During Reinildo's absence at AFCON, the door opened and Cirkin stepped into the Premier League spotlight without hesitation. The defining moment came against Manchester City, where he was tasked with dealing with Ryan Cherki, one of Europe's most unpredictable attackers. Cirkin didn't just cope, he controlled the situation. Composed, disciplined, and intelligent in his positioning, he showed clear signs of growth. This wasn't the same raw fullback from League One. This was a player shaped by higher standards, beginning to apply them under real pressure. At the centre of it all is Dennis Cirkin, now not only a Sunderland mainstay, but also a newly declared international for Latvia, a recognition of his steady development despite setbacks. But while his progress is clear, his future is anything but. According to analysis from Phil West, there's a noticeable silence around his contract situation. No public negotiations, no clear signals, no indication a renewal is close, and that silence raises questions. Sunderland may be focused on the present under Lebris, but planning ahead is essential. A player like Cirkin, someone who understands the club's journey from League One to the Premier League, isn't easily replaced. The lack of movement suggests a difficult decision is coming. Are Sunderland preparing to move on, or simply delaying a call that could shape their defensive structure for the next 2 seasons? That's where the dilemma becomes sharper. Reinildo remains top level, but time catches up with everyone, and managing his workload next season will be crucial. If Sunderland want to compete at a higher level, potentially even in Europe, they need depth they can trust. Keeping Cirkin isn't just sentimental, it's strategic. He offers continuity, tactical understanding, and Premier League-ready quality without the need to spend heavily on a replacement. But modern football rarely rewards patience. The idea of the understudy, the player who waits, learns, and earns his moment feels increasingly rare. And yet, Cirkin represents exactly that. The question is whether Sunderland still believe in that path. His condition, both physically and mentally, will matter. But so will the club's willingness to back the development they've already invested in. So it comes down to something bigger than tactics. Does Sunderland spend heavily on a new name, or trust the one who's been there through it all? Is it finally time to hand Dennis Cirkin the left-back role, or risk losing one of the last remaining links to the club's most important modern chapter? And perhaps most importantly, has he earned that new contract after everything he's given since League One?